are at a stage where there is a lot of complaints about the quality of journalism. We are also at a stage where there is a lot of discussions and conversation about fake news. The hope we have depends quite to a large extent on folks who are doing investigative journalism and folks who are focusing on fact-checking. And so we thought that it's important that we bring journalists from the respective countries that we work in who are known to be doing great stuff already and can serve as mentors or leaders within their communities to discuss and brainstorm what the challenges are, what the prospects look like, what the opportunities are, and going forward how we can network amongst ourselves to be able to not just focus on doing stories in our countries, but also doing cross-border investigative reporting. And so we have here this morning about 45 journalists drawn from all the 16 countries that we work in. And majority of these people are those who have already done great stuff, people who are already making significant contributions to society's development through journalism. And so it's all about discussing what the challenges are, brainstorming how we can take advantages of whatever opportunities are, and how we can also deal with the threats facing investigative journalists in the region. And as you know, on Friday and Saturday we have another event, which is the West Africa Excellence Conference and then the awards. So on Friday we will take whatever we have here as part of the conference on Friday, because Friday is an expanded conference bringing together not only journalists but individuals who are supporting media work, folks who are working on press freedom and so on and so forth. So whatever we get from here would also serve as basis for conversation on Friday, and then of course on Saturday we have the awards scheme. So it's a 4-day event, all aimed at strengthening the media in West Africa. I certainly think that if I had my way, every journalist should be doing what qualifies to be called investigative journalism. And quite often people may construe that to mean you have to, do all these strange things and so on and so forth. I don't think so. It's just about being factual, being professional, and sticking to the facts, presenting people with the details and so on and so forth. And I hope and I wish that every journalist would be doing that kind of journalism, which then gives us the impact that we want in terms of community development, society's progress, and holding our duty bearers accountable. That for me is what we all aspire to have, and that is what we should have. But currently, in many of our countries, journalists are under threat, media organizations are under threat, and as I keep saying, good journalism would always hurt someone, because every story you do, which is a good story, would certainly be about somebody or their business or about their relative and so on and so forth. And so at all times, journalists who are doing great stuff are under threat. And so this conversation will also be about that. And also, how do we even make sure that when we do our good stories, we don't just publish them and leave it, but also try to do the kind of stuff that will make us get the impact from the stories.